Hello everyone, this is Marie. Welcome to another reading. In today's reading, I'd like to take a look at some of the messages that your fairies might have for you and any healing that they wish to bring forth for you at the time when you're accessing this video. So these messages do not necessarily have to be about your relationship with Mother Nature. They could very well be about your personal lives, your lives concerning abundance, your love life, or anything that is of an earthlier nature that the fairies would like to help you with. As you can see here in the frame, we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 will be represented by this red hibiscus flower here, pile number 2 by the yellow rose, and pile number 3 by this orange lily. So please take some time to decide which pile resonates with you. And as we get started, I am going to spray some fairy food over our reading space so that we can invite the fairies in. Okay, I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. These are the cards I've gotten for you. If you'd like to take a look at the shuffling process, you can go all the way to the back of the video where I'll be posting the shuffling process for all 3 piles. So these are some of your flower mandala healing cards. We'll be taking a look at them later towards the end of the reading. These are cards from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. So these are some messages that the trees might have for you, tree spirits or tree sprites. And these will be your main fairy messages. So any messages that they have for you will be here, or anything they'd like to say to you, anything they'd like to draw your attention to. So let's get started. High Priestess, King of Spring, the Empress, okay, these, the King of Summer, the Fall of Spring. Wow, you've got so many character cards. Ace of Spring and Princess of Summer. Okay, you definitely have to take a look at the shuffling process because there was nothing that I've done to deliberately chosen these amazing cards. Overall energy I am getting, this is really talking about a new period that is arriving for you, a new period of joy, of prosperity, of love, of friendship, just basically the expression of who you are as a divine feminine. So even if you're a man watching this video, the divine feminine doesn't necessarily refer to your physical body or physical manifestation. So if you identify as the male gender, this could be talking about your relationship with your divine feminine and how you're letting your divine feminine manifest into your life. So are you being inspired by your divine feminine to manifest your life, the way you express yourself in the world, the way you make your choices? So this is what it's about. So if you identify as a woman watching this reading, it just means that you're really coming into the full manifestation of who you are, inspired by the divine feminine. So at this moment, I am really drawn to this here. Okay, this is a baby in a pea pod. Oh, all right. So for some of you, this could really be referring to your fertility. It could be referring to you having a child in the future. So if you do want to have babies, if having children is part of your plan for life, so this is a confirmation that yes, you do have fertility, you do have the ability to have babies. And I'm seeing this lock, this heart-shaped lock. So this could very much be a baby that is born with love within a committed arrangement. And the treasure box behind is also alluding to the abundance that is there for you, the abundance with this love and the baby in the pea pod. So if you're an older person watching this and you're past the age of having biological children, this could very well be referring to new projects that you might be undertaking, you might be giving birth to. It could also be referring to grandchildren or just younger people that will come into your life, bringing you a lot of joy, a much hoped for younger person that is joining your family in an arrangement that is full of abundance, full of love, in a committed responsible arrangement where both parties are committed in this partnership and love is the basis of your partnership. So the fairies are definitely helping you with this. They are bringing about this beautiful, beautiful fruition, the manifestation of who you are to your fullest potential, and the manifestation of all your dreams or anything that your divine feminine self has desired to bring into the world and to manifest into life. So next I'm drawn to the King of Summer card here and the Fall of Spring along with the Princess of Summer. Summer in this deck refers to cups or water, and they mostly talk about your emotions really. So I am feeling that definitely with the Fall of Spring and this couple here dancing together, it's referring to a romantic partnership or some kind of stable household arrangement that is going to be a happily ever after, very beautiful, some kind of wish fulfillment that is coming true for you. So, with the flowers here too, I'm seeing a lot of joy, a lot of vibrancy in your life, a lot of energy, a lot of fairy blessings basically. The fairies are reminding you to stay in touch with your emotions, to stay gentle and acknowledge the sensitivity in you, acknowledge your sensitive side, and know that you're a very kind person. So there might be some things that you're inexperienced in life, but know that you can remain in this calm, kind, sensitive side of yourself, and that you have help from the fairies to be more in touch with your emotions, to heal your emotions, and anytime when you feel like you need some kind of strength or emotional support, do draw on the power of nature, the power of flowers, of fairies who reside out in nature. So they want to tell you that they are here and they can help you bring about a more gentle side of yourself or protect a more gentle side of yourself, which is going to be very helpful in connecting you with your masculine self. So I'm seeing with this card could be representing your masculine self, or it could be representing a partner who is going to manifest in your life, or a current partner who is already in your life. What the masculine self really is about, he is about the way you act out in the world, the way you treat yourself, the way you interact with other people, the way you connect with other people. So it's really about the outer expression of who you are. If this is a soulmate or a partner that they're talking about, this is a very sensitive person who's very kind-hearted. He could also be very romantic. He really wants to uplift your spirits. He wants to bring to you a gentler side of life. So he's very gentle in the way he expresses himself, very gentle and tender with you. What the fairies are saying is that as you connect with these gentler energies within you, as you can connect with your more sensitive side, you'll be encouraging this masculine self to really express himself or to manifest into your life. So even if it's through a current partner, this masculine side of them could actually emerge by you being more in touch with a gentler side of yourself. With all these cards here, definitely fairies are saying that they are helping you bring about this beautiful relationship with your divine masculine, the masculine side of yourself, or they are helping you to bring about this beautiful partnership that is going to come into your life. With the Ace of Spring here, I am seeing that there's a lot of beautiful new beginnings that are coming forth for you. This little child here again reminds me of this baby here in the pea pod. So it could be that you do have a daughter already in your life or a young child in your life, but this could also be referring to the child who's going to come into your life. And the other thing that I feel this card is also referring to is having the energy, the enthusiasm for whatever new thing that you're going to start in your life. So, like a child, you're going to explore the world with new eyes, you're going to see the beauties of the world, and you're going to really go forward to bring about whatever magic that you want to create in your life. So, nothing is going to stop you from this more adventurous side of yourself. So, this more adventurous side of yourself is really going to come out, and being out in nature is going to be also very helpful and healing for you to allow the side of yourself to manifest, to show itself to the world. So I'm especially drawn to the butterflies and the bird here. These could also be animal totems for you, or these could be the way nature spirits manifest to connect with you, to interact with you. And as I'm talking about this, these flowers here are also drawing my attention. So flowers as well could be a way they interact with you. With this King of Spring and the High Priestess cards here, I'm feeling that there is so much more potential within you that is waiting to unravel before your eyes. There is a lot that your soul wants to teach you. There's a lot more that your soul wants to bring forth into your life. And the King of Spring is really an encouragement from the fairies to connect with your soul so that you can actually manifest these things, bring them into reality. So the fairies are trying to let you know that you do have the power and the strength to actually go forth and create amazing things in your life, that you're a very wise leader. You do have a lot of leadership skills. You do have that fire within you, that masculine fiery drive to make sure that things come forth into physical reality. I'm attracted right now to this gold lion here. So you could also be somebody who actually can be very abundant. You can be a creator of wealth, a creator of great prosperity, no matter if it's for yourself or the people around you or the groups of people that you want to take care of. So definitely see this within yourself and know that by accessing your soul, you will be able to bring forth more of this side of yourself to bring into your life a greater sense of abundance and a greater sense of adventure. There's a lot of glamour that I'm seeing in this card. So this might be also something that your soul wants to bring forth into your life. Glamour, I'm really drawn to the sparks here around everything that is on this King of Spring card. Very powerful person here. So let's take a look at your tree oracle cards. You have two here. Okay, the people, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, and the Montezuma cypress, I think. So excuse me if I'm not getting the pronunciation right. Okay. Definitely with this people card, it's more of a meditative card, spiritual card, talking about meditating and achieving enlightenment. So this is really alluding to you connecting with your soul, really trying to reach as high up as you can to where your soul is for any new inspirations that can come forth into your life. So if at any point you feel stuck, you feel like things are not moving forward, this is encouraging you to connect with your soul and to meditate. Let me take a look at this card and see if I can connect with it. This is not a card I'm very familiar with, so I'm going to take a look at the guidebook and see if I can get any clues. Okay, so here it is. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at the message. I grow at the meeting point between the land and the water, and I teach you that you need a balance between the material and spiritual worlds to survive. I am solid and strong, and I can give you that same sense of solidity. So, definitely, I am feeling with this card. What it's trying to say is that this beautiful harmonious union, or this beautiful harmonious arrangement, domestic arrangement, or just a general sense of harmony that you want to bring forth into your life, this is actually achieved with the um, alignment of the spiritual world and the material world. So again, alongside with the people card, it is quite important for you to connect with your soul so that you can further manifest, bring into a more solid manifestation of these beautiful things that you might be seeing that are already coming into your life. Last of all, I like to show you some of these flower mandalas. They are going to be visually healing. Try not to focus so much mentally on what they mean, but more so on the feelings that these cards are giving you and any energy that you might be receiving from these cards. So let's take a look at them. You have the cedar tree, the flame tree, okay, and the coxcomb. So here, let's bring them up for you to take a look at them together. Very fiery red combination of colors, along with the green, which makes me feel very serene and tranquil as well. With the position, the way that they turn out with this green right over here and the reds right over here. And if you notice, this card is a combination of red and green. I feel like these cards are trying to bring forth to you is for you to really combine your spiritual world with your material world so that they can support each other in the bringing about of a beautiful manifestation of everything that is good for you in life. Okay, so this card is a lot about blessings, about being blessed by the heavens. So this card is talking about new beginnings, having new things coming into your life that can help you move out of whatever difficult situations that you have been in. So all these things that were described earlier in this side of the spread, definitely, I feel like these are blessings that are from the spiritual world for you. And with the cedar tree is talking about, again, like the people, you want to calm down and meditate and connect with your higher self whenever you need to for inspiration and guidance. Okay, so in summary, what the fairies are trying to let you know is that there are a lot of blessings coming in for you. You are accessing your divine feminine powers, really allowing these powers to come into full manifestation in your life, allowing these energies, the divine feminine energy, to inspire you into whatever action that you want to take in your life. And this is actually a big blessing for you, a very beautiful thing that is unfolding in your life right now. And if ever you need inspiration or guidance for any new enterprise that you want to undertake for to create more in your life as you move forward in this states, you are encouraged to connect within with your soul, and they do would like to help you connect with your soul. So by accessing being out in nature, by accessing your friends in nature, so your flower friends, these butterflies, the birds. So however they appear to you in physical form, the fairies want to say that they encourage your connection with your soul and that they are bringing a lot of blessings into your life. Okay, Pawan, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye! Hello, Pal 2. These are the cards that I've gotten for you. If you'd like to take a look at the shuffling process, you can go all the way to the back of the video where I'll be posting them. Let's get started here. So you have here the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle cards. And over here, you have a flower mandala card, which I'll be taking a look towards the end of the reading. And these are your fairy messages. So these are the messages that the fairies have for you. These might be some of the things that they like to draw your attention to about your life right now. Or these might just be messages that they have for you. So, okay, let's take a look at them. You have Princess of Spring, Ace of Autumn, Eight of Summer, these cards over to the side, Nine of Winter, and Princess of Winter. In the traditional tarot, these would be the Page of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Eights of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So as I was laying out the spread, I was definitely very much drawn to the happy grin on this fairy's face. So she looks really, really happy to me, very excited about having discovered this coin, which could represent a source of abundance, a source of wealth. So there could be something that is bringing you wealth, bringing you a lot of abundance in life. And I'm also drawn to the candle here, the light of inspiration, a guiding light in the dark. So definitely whatever that has happened in the past, what the fairies are trying to let you know is that you're going to be very happy in the future. There's definitely a sense that they are helping you with this discovery of gold, new gold that is coming into your life. And there's a very happy outcome that is for you in the future. But in the past, I am seeing that you might have been in a period of cold, a period where you really had to stay very guarded in your life. There's a sense that you needed to spend a lot of energy to defend yourself against the people around you, and that in general, you were always having to stand on guard in defense, being ready to face whatever that was going to come in your way. So this is a very cautious, defensive energy that I'm getting from this card. It also feels cold. And obviously this could be because of the winter scene here. But I am really drawn to the fact that there's a lot of coldness in this environment and a lot of defensiveness. There's also a sense that you had to bring out the side of you that is very predatory, very fierce, to fight off whatever dangers that you're perceiving in front of you. So with the Nine of Winter here, this is really talking about why you were in such a state in the past. Sorry for the interruption. So as we were saying, with these two cards here, I feel that there might be a time where you had a lot of fears in your life. There was something about your emotions that had actually been disturbing you. So it could be that there were things emerging in your life that had caused a cascade of different kinds of fearful emotions. And these have really affected you. So these have really disrupted your sleep. It has disrupted your life. You really had felt like it was a time of a lot of instability, a lot of chaos, and also a sense of not having any kind of control over yourself, over how you were feeling. So there's that feeling of an obsessive sense of fearful emotions that have been haunting you in your life. If you're still in this kind of situation right now, well, first of all, what the fairies are saying is that you definitely have animal guardians around you. So if this was you in a recent past where you had to be defensive against other people, then obviously you would have already assessed the side of you that is a little more fierce, a little more aggressive. But if you feel that right now you're still in a lot of fears, if you're still kind of inundated in that kind of energy, then know that you're being protected by guardian animals that are of a more predatory nature. So these nature animals aren't exactly there to harm other people around you, but just visualize having them around you to give you a sense of peace, I guess, a sense of security. But most importantly, know that whatever fearful energies that you feel is haunting you, know that there is a lot of love in the midst of these energies. So it's sometimes very hard for us to access the energies of love, of joy, when we are in that kind of darkness. But definitely acknowledge and remember that they are there. So these doves, they are there. And if you can find in your energy or in your soul, in your heart, the ability to move forward, this is definitely what the fairies are encouraging you to do, to move forward away from that kind of environment. So allow your emotions to really flow to a better place. So if you can get out of your head, if you can recognize the emotions behind the fearful thoughts, this would be really helpful for you in moving forward, in really allowing these fearful energies to flow and go away. And all this sounds really, really abstract, but definitely with the way energies work, it is that if you could just acknowledge them and don't try to control how you feel. But what you can definitely have a sense of control over is not engaging or entertaining any thoughts that cause you emotional distress. So, this is something that would be really helpful for you because you see, moving forward, there is a lot of joy, there's a lot of abundance for you. There is a sense of you having found some kind of important treasure that is going to lead to future abundance in your life. And knowledge too, I am seeing here with the books. So these might be knowledge that would be inspired into your soul from the energetic realms. Or these could actually be knowledge that you will be accessing on the physical level to help you achieve the abundance that you want. And with the Princess of Spring cards, the fairies are definitely trying to let you know that there's a very bright and beautiful future for you. There is a lot of newness in whatever that you want to move away from. So if this is a relationship situation, or if this is like a financial situation, or even just life in general, once you are able to disengage from fearful thoughts, once you're able to process these emotions, you're already moving into a much happier state of a lot of joy, a lot of prosperity, and just renewed enthusiasm and energy going forward in life. So actually, let's take a look at your tree oracle cards to see what kinds of healing that they want to bring forth to you, and if there's any clue in particular they want to illuminate about your situation. So we have linden, hornbeam, and the cypress. This card came up in the first reading, but I've already forgotten what it's about, so I might go back to my guidebook for it. But first of all, I'd like to draw your attention to the rainbow that is in this card, which falls right above your future cards. So this card is definitely affirming again that there is a very beautiful, peaceful future that is just right ahead in front of you. So with these two doves here and the rainbow and these soft, gentle pastel colors, I am feeling that the path up ahead is definitely a much easier, environment than the one that you were in before. With the Cypress card, I've suddenly remembered that this is all about your foundations and about having some kind of stability in your life, having a stronger sense of roots and stability. And what this card in this position is really telling me is that there might have been some things in your life that were no longer working for you. And I remember in the guidebook, it was mentioned that the Cypress card also has to do with doing away with what is rotting in your environment. So let me just go back to the guidebook and take a look. Okay, so here it is. There is a swamp cypress. Okay, this is a swamp cypress, which also grows along the margins of lakes and rivers. Yet some of the oldest members of its species are now growing in arid conditions, suggesting that their land was once much wetter. Let's look at the significance of it. Are you feeling bogged down by worries and difficulties? Learn to focus your attention on whatever is most important to you or to the situation, and don't dilute your power by concentrating on trivial matters. The first part of this paragraph was what stood out to me the most when I was looking at this page. What I feel that it is trying to tell you is that what was once working for you is no longer working. So whatever that you have felt was a situation that you were familiar with or a situation that you've grown your foundations around, it is obviously not working because you're needing to be defensive in that kind of environment. You're needing to defend yourself, to be defensive, and this is not an environment that is necessarily very nurturing for your emotions. And it is definitely causing you a lot of anxiety and fearful feelings. So let's take a look at the hornbeam over here to see what message it has for us. So about the advice on moving forward in your life. I am one of the forest's strongest trees. I can help you to withstand the pressures and strains of life so that you can grow from the experience and become more secure and confident. Ironwood, this is a word that's sticking out to me. Okay, so this part is also sticking out to me. This is a good time for you to work on new ideas, especially ones relating to personal projects, and to cultivate your creative talents. This will lead to fresh opportunities, and your renewed enthusiasm will rekindle your passion for life. Definitely. If there were some mental ideas that you felt you were stuck in, it is time to really review them. Are these ideas working for you? Are these ideas that are necessarily conducive for you moving forward in your creative endeavors, in your creativity, in your creation of life? Or can you actually let them go? Because we do have to acknowledge how we are feeling, what our emotions are telling us. This is very important in creating a more fulfilling life for yourself and to have the results that you want in your life. So let's take a look at the linden as well, because I feel there might be a message for you in the book. Look at my heart-shaped leaves if you want to understand my affectionate message to you. Try to send out a sense of love and peacefulness wherever you are in the world and regardless of your outer circumstances. So what is sticking out to me right now is the sense of love and peacefulness. I feel that this is something that is definitely in your future, in the outcome that you're desiring, which will come about. This is definitely something that once you're able to move out of your mental anxieties, whatever that has been holding you back mentally, you're able to come into a more peaceful and loving future that is gentler for you, that promises much more fulfilling and exciting new opportunities, and is much more abundant for you, no matter if this is talking about abundance in the emotional sense or in the physical financial sense. So the overall energy that I'm feeling right now of what the fairies are telling you is that you are definitely needing to reassess what you're holding on to right now mentally, because this is no longer healthy for you. You are needing to move forward following your emotions. And they want to promise you that once you do that, there is definitely a much brighter future for you lying ahead in the future. So, whatever that is not helpful for you, whatever that is uncomfortable, you can definitely turn this around into a happier outcome, a happier situation if you could let go of mental constraints and to follow the callings of your emotions to move forward to a different phase or a different kind of understanding about your situation. But again, this understanding has to come from you being able to let go of whatever mental ideas that have been holding you back and to really just prioritize your emotions over that of any mental restrictions. Okay, last of all, let's take a look at the flower mandala that you have, and it's really beautiful. This pink here, oleander. So what is trying to let you know? This pink is really making me feel a lot of unconditional love, a lot of feminine energy. And it's also corresponding to the cherry blossoms that are in this card, this pink here. So the feeling of the coming of spring, of abundance, a new beginning, something that is opening, blossoming for you. So I feel that this blossoming will definitely come about if you allow yourself to follow the call of this energy, this beautiful, softer, gentler energy that is more of the nature of the divine feminine. This is the energy that should be propelling you forward in your life. And this is the energy that is going to bring you a lot more abundance than the current energies that you feel right now around you. Okay, so last of all, you might want to look up oleander, take a look at the pictures or any kind of symbolism that they may have. There might be a message for you. Okay, so pile 2, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you in my other videos. Bye! Hello, pile 3. If you've chosen the orange lily, this is your reading. These are the cards that I've gotten for you. If you'd like to take a look at the shuffling process, you can go all the way to the back of the video. That's where I'll be posting the shuffling process. So let's get right into your reading. This is the flower mandala card that I'll be looking at the very end of the reading. So this is for healing. These are the Wisdom of the Trees oracle cards that I'll be looking at later for any additional messages that the fairies might have for you. These are your main message from the fairies. So these are messages that they have for you directly, or messages about your situation, whatever situation that you might be in. So for your pile, you have quite a few cards that we will need to take a look at. But that's okay, because I always feel that different people have different situations, and if these are all the messages that they have to illuminate, then we should take a look at all of them. So, okay, might be hard to fit all of them into the frame. I'm gonna move these to the back. I'm immediately very much drawn to the 6 of Autumn and 5 of Summer, first of all. I feel that there is a situation that will be balancing out for you. So it could have been that you were in a situation that just wasn't very favorable for you. You were not getting your share of the things that were meant for you. So there were things that was supposed to be there for you, but in the situation, the kind of energy environment that you were in, it was just not conducive for these gifts to come into fruition for you. So you definitely needed to go. You needed to get away from the situation. And the fairies are saying that this is a very good thing to do because that is the only way to balance out the karma. That is the only way for you to actually balance out and receive the share of whatever that is wanting to come forward to you. So there's a lot of gifts, a lot of treasures that they want to bring into your life, and it can only come into place once you're able or you've decided to leave the situation that you were in. So whatever situation that you were in, it definitely wasn't very fair, I feel, for you, or it wasn't a very happy situation. With the Six of Summer and Prince of Winter cards, I feel that you need to bring more joy into your life. You need to play like a child. You might need to be a little more reckless in your life. Reckless in the sense of really allowing yourself to express what is natural to you, to express your natural, tendency to let go, to have fun. So it could be that you have really been holding yourself back and you haven't been connecting with your inner child, the side of you that wants to really just let go and be free. So I've closed all my windows in the room today, but actually outside there are a lot of children like playing, yelling, and screaming. It's actually evening where I am right now, but they're still, having a lot of fun. So this is definitely making me think about what they're suggesting for you to do, to really just let go, to express yourself, to have fun. So if you're the kind of person who likes to go skiing, who likes to go surfing, and I feel you might actually be that kind of person. So just let your inner child out and let yourself be free. With the Nine of Summer and King of Summer cards here, I feel that once you're able to let yourself go, to express yourself fully, to, just be whoever you want to be, you'll be able to feel more of a sense of fulfillment in life. And you'll see that the things that you wanted will actually start coming true, coming into place for you. So if it is a relationship that you've wanted in your life, or just magical things to happen, so some kind of plot twist in your favor, I feel that these are all coming true for you once you're able to let go and let that inner child roam free. And with the King of Summer card here, I feel that by nature, you're a very sensitive, giving person. You're also very emotionally intelligent. You're somebody who, however, places the well-being of other people in front of you. So that could have been what caused you to be in that Five of Summer situation early on. But with these cards coming out, I feel that once you're able to let go, you will see that being a more emotionally mature person does not necessarily have to entail catering to everybody else's needs. It doesn't have to be about taking care of others and sacrificing your own wants and desires. So you can have a win-win situation happen and still maintain a level of integrity, a level of warmth and gentleness and friendliness and being there emotionally for other people. But definitely you have to be there for yourself first. So you don't have to feel that by taking care of yourself first, you are neglecting the needs of others. Rather, by taking care of yourself first, having things come into fruition for you in your life with whatever that you want, you will be able to ascend into a higher level of emotional intelligence and maturity, and knowing better how to interact with others in a more emotionally healthy way, in a way that is able to allow you to set a healthy boundary on what is enough for you, What is it that you're able to give, and when is it that you need to stop to say no? With the Dreamer and the Wheel cards, so the Dreamer being the Fool, the Wheel being the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that it is telling you that if you've had fears surrounding going on a more reckless path, or just allowing yourself to let go, to release any inhibitions, the fairies are saying that you should definitely not let these fears stop you from going forward in life. I'm drawn to the dog here and to the bird here. So I feel that there are definitely animal guides, animal totems, or spirits around you that are helping you to move forward in life. They are pushing you, nudging you in the direction that you need to go. Or if you feel that fear is pulling you back, animals are very helpful to help you get back in touch with a more adventurous and a more daring side of yourself that will propel you forward in the new direction that your heart is taking you to. And this is a very good change, a very lucky change for you that is going to involve a lot of magical things happening. So things that you didn't believe would happen, things that you really couldn't fathom in your mental space, in your head, how things were going to turn out. I feel that you have to well, you will see that they will turn out in the most beautiful, synchronistic way that is going to be very good for your situation, good for whatever outcome that you're hoping to achieve. So I'm definitely drawn to this long gold hair that this fairy has. So it's reminding me of that fairy tale. Oh, about the woman who was able to spin gold from her hair. I forgot the name of the fairy tale, but this is reminding me of that. So believe in the magic of life, believe in the impossible, and even if you can't, just let go and let yourself go on that adventure and be the observer to these things, these magical things that will unfold in your life. With the Three of Spring card here, it is saying and promising that whatever changes that are going to happen, these are changes that are what you've been expecting, what you've been hoping for in life. And definitely with what I've just mentioned about being the observer, be an observer to these changes that happen. So just do your part in moving forward in life. And even if you cannot wrap your head around how things will turn out, how things will sort themselves out, stand there and be the observer. Observe how things change and know that things are changing for the better in your favor. With the Queen of Summer card here alongside with the King of Summer appearing in the same spread. And actually, if you look at all these cards here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. These two appearing directly, mirroring each other. I feel that this is talking about the alignment between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. And for some of you, it might actually talk about the physical manifestation of a partner who embodies the divine feminine energy. Or even if you feel that you're embodying the divine feminine energy, what it's saying is that you will encounter a partner who is aligned with his or her divine feminine energy, and you'll be able to meet each other right after all these things that unfold and happen. And see, I'm drawn to the way that she's looking at him. So there's a sense that your divine partner is already, looking at you, whether in the physical form or in the energetic realm. They're aware of you and they're looking forward to you moving forward to them. There's a sense that there is, she's also calling for you to move towards her. She's calling you forward on this adventure so that you can eventually meet her after, you let yourself go and actually feel free to follow your natural instincts. Finally, with the Two of Winter card here, is saying that if you have been feeling undecided about what to do, if you're feeling stuck, if you're in this kind of energy right now where it's damn if you do and damned if you don't, or if there's no one very clear path ahead of you, just know that you have to let yourself go and be free. Just do what feels right for your soul, what is natural to your inner child, like I've mentioned before. And I feel that with some of you, music and instruments might play a very strong part in your life or in your energy. So being able to get your inspiration or some forward momentum from music or from playing an instrument will definitely help connect you with the path that you want to go on to. So this instrument here is really sticking out to me a lot. So overall energy I'm feeling, or overall message from this spread, it's really talking about leaving the situation, needing to get out of the situation that you were in, knowing that this is a very good thing for you to do because it's going to balance out what needs to be balanced out. And by hanging on to whatever situation, hoping to get what you thought you were supposed to get in that situation, is actually not going to leave you with anything. It's only once you're able to get out of the situation that you'll get a repayment of sorts of whatever that you were hoping to get in this situation. And do connect with your inner child, allow yourself to be free, to be reckless, and basically move ahead, because there are all these beautiful things waiting ahead for you, and a very beautiful partnership for you up ahead. And if this is not what you're looking for, it's talking about the realignment of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies that is up ahead for you. Okay, let's take a look at the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle cards that you have, the Indian Beam and the Scots Pine. The Scots Pine is telling me that for a long time you have been very brave and strong, really braving the weather, so to speak, braving a lot of difficult situations, hardships, and coldness that you had to endure in life. And it is acknowledging how strong you are as a person, how you have been a pillar of support for the people around you, and how with these candles here, I am feeling that you've been lighting the way for the souls that you encounter, in your journey. You've really been someone who has been very fatherly or motherly. You've been very caring towards the people around you, and you've been a beacon of light, and that is what they're acknowledging in this card. With the Indian Beam, I actually need to take a look at what the book says about the card's meaning, but immediately I am feeling a very strong sense of prosperity and abundance from this card. A lot of beauty, a lot of sensuality that this card is emanating from its, in terms of the energy. So with these beans here, I'm thinking offsprings or just, fertility, a lot of things coming into place, a lot of things being birthed, a lot of harvest rewards. So this card is affirming the things that are lying up ahead for you. If you could follow your heart, if you could let go of some of these responsibilities that you have been, holding on to, and acknowledge that this was your path once, this was what you've been doing once, but you don't need to keep doing that. You can actually let go and actually, go forward to a life where you're rewarded for all the things that you've been doing for other people. So let me take a quick look at the book to see what the Indian Beam is about. Okay, so let's take a look together. The Diva message: my beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers greet the sun in the summer, and in the autumn I show off my seed pods. let me teach you how to make the most of your many talents and attributes so you can regain your vitality. Okay, and let's take a look at the message here. One of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. So, definitely, I am drawn to embracing every day with enthusiasm and doing everything you can to get the most benefit from it. So, I feel that this message is corresponding to these messages here to really let yourself be free. And with the talents and attributes, I feel like definitely you're a very talented person. This card is acknowledging, and that you might really need to regain some of your vitality. There's a sense that you might have been really burnt out in the past from whatever responsibilities that you have been holding on to. So, basically, know that you have ahead of you a path of prosperity, and that if you're feeling tired or drained or burnt out, assess your inner self, your inner child, to regain the sense of adventure or vitality, as this card has mentioned, that you're very much needing to move forward in your path. Okay, let's take a look at your Flowers Mandala card and see what healing you can get from it. So let me see if I'm reading this correctly. The Malabar Chestnut. Okay, here you go. There's a very fatherly sense that I'm getting from this card, like a very paternal energy, very strong and sturdy energy. So this might actually be your energy at the highest divine level, or even the kind of energy that you have been giving away or providing for the people around you. So you have really been that paternal figure. So even if you are a woman, it could be that you are expressing your maternal love in a way that is very typically associated with the father's responsibility. So you have been a solid figure of support, a source of income, or a source of sound advice, and just always being there, always giving a sense of comfort to other people. But what this card, with it coming out, I feel that you're needing that for yourself right now in your life. So you're needing to access the same love that you give to other people. You're needing to access this love for yourself. So instead of giving it away to other people, access the inner core of your soul's energy for replenishment. And know that you can really stop giving. Right now, I feel that you really might be feeling a little drained at the moment, and it is definitely a good idea really to walk away, to let go, even if it's just for a while, even if this is just temporary. So whatever is applicable in your situation. So pile 3, this is all I have for you. If you've enjoyed the reading, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my other videos. Bye!